Probably should be recording a VOD, huh? I did take a sippy, though. Thank you, Rain Sand. Alright. So, noodle update for everybody. She is not here right now. She is, I think, downstairs eating food. Um, we did take Noodle to the vet, and they're not 100% sure what's wrong with her. But what they did was they gave her some dewormer and some probiotics because their go-to thought is that like maybe it's a parasite. We gave her the dewormer. She's going to be starting on the probiotic today because she really doesn't want to eat it. So we need to get something to put the probiotic in. So we can drug her, I guess. Um, and if she gets better, then she's all right. If she doesn't get better, then we need to take her to the vet, and then that's gonna be a thing. So, yeah. They did mention that litter box health is probably a very good idea. And so yeah, I'm gonna just leave that automatic cat box like throne goal down there, and I'm gonna put any Ko-Fi donos towards that as well. Because with as many cats as we have, an automatic cat box probably help a lot, especially with Hero's eyes being where they are, because he's got something up with his eyes. I don't know, like he's gotten better. It's no longer as bad as it was when he was little, but he still gets really gooey eyes sometimes, and he needs them. He needs we have a gel for him that we give him every day, like twice a day. And yes, he's fine. He's fine. He just gets a bit gooey, and we want to make sure he doesn't get like an eye infection or anything. So yeah, full of noodles. Don't eat the kid. Uh, Hi, Brute.
Hello.
Yeah, so Noodle is okay. Noodle is okay for now. If she doesn't, if she poops blood again, then we gotta take her back. But for now, she has medication. She's fine. Thank you everybody for helping. Um, right now like just I think getting her a better cat box is probably the main thing we're going to focus on for her health. It is on my throne, but like once we start getting like our financial situation done out, like I'll just buy that ourselves, you know what I mean? Blood gaming, yeah. So because of that though, Boomer Shooter Week is delayed until next week. I'm very very sorry about that. Um but it will be here. Hang on, miniature roulette wheel. Which version of that is that? Which hang on, I have Chad, I need to look up my list of versions of this ring and see which one's better for me. Give me just 1 second. Because that is my BIS, but only if it's a very specific one. So I need Stam Crit Verse, and this is Stam Haste Mastery. Ugh, okay, not great. Not great. I was really hoping for. I was really hoping we'd have the Blast Furious Machete, I'll be honest. Don't need that. Uh These will be good for now, but we're gonna want to get our consecrated cuffs reforged at some point. The Bissy. Because this is Myth Track. Myth Track is really good. What we need our consecrated cuffs to be recrafted at myth level. Um, but that's gonna be a while off because we need stuff for that. Crazy guy just asked calling about Power Rangers Zord names. I don't even know Power Rangers Zord names. What the fuck? Hang on, is it daily quest here? Defeat any 4 bosses in Liberation... Oh, shit! Fuck, alright. That only gives me the 1 cartel chip, so... Can't get the machete this week. That's I gotta wait 3 weeks to get the machete, assuming I don't get it. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I don't feel super great. Like, all I've eaten today is ramen noodles. It's not great.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders. My directive is to serve
What
you.
is the... I need 60 gilded undermine crests for that. How many do I have?
My thanks for your patronage.
I have 5. So yeah, we're not getting that recraft for a while, chat. We're not getting that recraft for a minute, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put that in my bank.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Hello. What's up, hun? Love you. I don't feel great. Okay, it's because I haven't really eaten yet. Like, I've eaten noodles and that's it. I need to sell some of this extra crap, chat. Hey, Raz, how you doing?
My directive has been fulfilled.
Has my concentration reset yet? No, it has not. My character still has ADHD. Damn it. Your brother's wedding is in Crete, and you're wondering, is there anything there unique? There is, but I'm brain farting. There is, but I'm brain farting on it. Again. Okay, that's why I was fucking with it. It's the... Okay, so... Crete is great. I don't know if they let people visit it, but... The palace at Knossos. I would very much recommend going there. So it was fucking me up because my brain was saying it starts with an N, but like it doesn't start with an N. It starts with an N sound. It starts with a K. Yeah, Knossos. Hang on. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna put it on the screen. The Palace of Knossos is actually really cool. So it's a center of the oh god, I am actually feeling kind of sick, actually. That's fucking me. Yeah, so, this was the capital of the Minoan civilization. And so, what does Minoan sound like to you, chat? What does Minoan sound like to you? Like, I'm actually asking. I want y'all to guess. I want y'all to guess what Minoan sounds like. It's a very famous... Minotaur! Yep, Van got it. Van got it. So, the legend of the Minotaur actually comes from the Minoans. And actually, the legend of the Minotaur has the hero, whose name I forget, going to Minos to kill the Minotaur and stop them from taking tributes, right? So, one historical theory that I've heard and I actually really like is that so the Minoans they use a lot of bulls in their art. You can actually see one right here. To the point where the Minoan bull is considered like a big thing. Let me see if I can find more things. Also, this one is not super accepted, but they had transgenders. They had transgenders. Like, there is art that has, like, manly-looking ladies and feminine-looking guys. You know, like, Like, you know, like basically people like dressing against what we believe their gender standards to be, meaning they had the transgenders. Um, me, I feel I can find. I think. Yeah. Also, they just didn't believe in people putting their tits away. That's another thing. So like, this is the art that I'm talking about because you have these four people here who are very clearly like depicted to be feminine, right? Where are they titties at? Where are they titties at? And we know they can draw titties because right here. Um yeah, also they had like, you know, really like unhealthy body standards. But this leads me to believe that the Minoans had a understanding of like people being like not the gender identity that, you know, matched up with their birth sex. That is my that is me. That is me though. That is not widely accepted, but like um no, we don't know a lot about the Minoans because they kind of fucking self-destructed. They understood femboys at the very least, exactly. So, what I'm gonna say is the palace in Knossos, you 110% need to visit because, one, the Minoans practically controlled the entirety of Greece through fear to the point where even after they were gone after the Bronze Age collapse, fear of okay, so the legend of the Minotaur that we have comes from after the Bronze Age collapse. The Minoans collapsed as part of the Bronze Age collapse, which is why we don't have super much about them except for like their palaces and shit like that was left behind, right? Um, fear of the Minoans so resounded with the Bronze Age Greeks that even after the collapse of their civilization and they had to redo civilization again, start from fucking like year one of their civilization game, right? They still feared the Minoans to the point where they created a monster based on their iconography. You know? So so yeah, go to the palace at Knossos. It is the, to my knowledge, the only remaining Minoan Bronze Age palace. Throughout its existence, it has been taken over by Greeks and stuff like that. But like the majority of the Minoan stuff, we like survive to this day. When a lot of the Greek stuff is very obviously tacked on afterwards, so like you can just kind of dismiss it. But the when the Greeks restarted their civilization and came to Crete, they functionally erased so much of Minoan culture that we know so little about them. All we know is that they probably had at very least femboys and fucking they very least had femboys and tomboys. They loved bulls. Everyone was fucking scared of them, and they had a baller fucking sense of aesthetics. Theseus wanted that thin-waisted Minusi. Exactly. Like, look at this, right? Oh, like, look at this shit. Like, look, this is so different from what the Greeks were doing at the time. It's so cool. Like, they're culturally so fucking different. Like, very, like, bright colors and shit like that. It's so good. They're actually also where we get griffins from as well. So the Minoans gave us fucking minotaurs, and they gave us fucking griffins. Um, Oh yeah, also fucking is where we get linear A and linear B, which is the only reason we know anything about Bronze Age Greece because it was the same language. Because the fucking so linear B, to my knowledge, is something we already knew, and then linear A we don't know a lot about. So like the fact that we have tablets of both linear A and linear B means that we can know a little bit of linear A, and it broadly expands our knowledge of linear B. So it gives us a lot more information about fucking oh sorry, my fucking brain does not want to exist. Uh Also the labyrinth. The labyrinth is found on their money. The labyrinth is found on their money, meaning there was a labyrinth at some point. Whether there was a bull man inside it is unknown. Why is linear A image a circle? Because linear A was written in a circle. Linear A was a spiral language. Linear B was written left to right, and it's where linear A was written left to right. Linear A was written in a spiral. It's called linear. Yeah, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't stop it. Stop thinking about it. But yeah, linear B plus knowledge we have of the Phoenicians, which created the first phonetic languages, which is where we get the term phonics from, is the Phoenicians. Um, that's it. That's the bit. That's the bit. So everyone say thank you to King Minos for making sure we understood fucking, like, at least a little bit of the Bronze Age. Everyone say thank you to King Minos. The guy who probably didn't exist because he's a mythological stand-in for the government of Minos. Thank you, King Minos. For Phoenicians, a fishing culture, because they got everyone hooked on phonics. They were a trading culture, actually. So the Phoenicians, like in almost like so they were one of the very, very few cultures to survive the Bronze Age collapse. And the moment that everybody was rebuilding, the Phoenicians had stuff. They had a head start. They had boats. And what do people need when they're rebuilding their civilization from scratch after everyone collapses all at once? They need materials. They need food. They need money. They need supplies. What did the Phoenicians have? They had some of the fucking best farming land and fishing in fucking all of Africa. And they were right on the fucking northern coast. Meaning, they start sailing around going to Greece and fucking Italy and like everywhere where there are Bronze Age motherfuckers like trying to rebuild and going, hey man, you wanna buy some food? You wanna buy some building materials? You wanna buy this book written in Phoenician so you can learn how to speak phonetically? Literally, the Phoenicians getting down to business is what created the entirety of like so much of modern language. The reason why so many Western languages are phonetic is entirely because the Phoenicians saw everybody else's culture collapsing and went, time to make quick buck. Time to make some fucking money. Time to make some goddamn fucking money, dog. Like fucking Dutch Vanderland, fucking leader of the Phoenician trading fleet, just going like, I have a plan, Arthur. I just need more money. Oh, imagine capitalist help. So they weren't capitalists; they were mercantilists, which is similar but different. And mercantilism is still bad because mercantilism just leads to monarchy, where the king just has the most money. I'm not kidding. But the Phoenicians were so successful that they were some of the first people to actually have colonies. And their colonies were so successful due to Phoenician trade that their colonies had colonies. And later became their own fucking countries. After the Phoenicians were gone, the majority of their colonies were just fine and continued. And the Phoenicians only really went away because they fucking had better business opportunities just living in the colonies, really. They didn't really have like a collapse. They just had like a moment where it's just like, all right, there's no more Phoenicia. It's just all of these colonies that are all just chilling together and buddies. You know? Fucking in fact, one of these colonies is extremely famous. Y'all ever heard of Carthage? Please tell me y'all have heard of Carthage. Don't Google it. Don't Google it, but please tell me that y'all have heard of Carthage, for fuck's sake. Runia has. But I trust. I know Runia would have done, but like, the word rings a bell. Ah! Did none of you fuckers watch Code Lyoko? God damn it! Oh, God. Alright. So, Carthage. The Carthaginians. Alright. So, Carthage, the Carthaginians, they started as a Phoenician trading colony on the very, very northern bit of Africa. And they were just as fucking, like, good as the Phoenicians were at, like, trading and fishing, and they were also good at violence. Like, a lot more than a lot of the other Phoenician colonies, they were very good at violence. Um, that was Sumeria. So, the Carthaginians. Um, they start out trading Rome because they got boats. And it's a fun fact about the Romans. For a majority of their history, up until the Carthaginians pissed them off by out trading them and getting more cultural dominance, like working their way to a fucking culture victory in the big Civ game we call Earth. Um, Romans did not use boats. Romans, in fact, thought that boats were pussy shit. I'm not kidding. The Romans conquered everything they conquered on foot because they thought boats were for pussies. They were maintaining supply lines entirely via land. The Carthaginians, however, were doing it by boat to the point where the Carthaginians settled. Like, the Carthaginians, yeah, they did have elephants, yes. The Carthaginians settled fucking, like, I think they settled in India. They also settled in Spain. And they brought elephants to Spain. Those are African elephants. Um, and so they start spreading through Europe, and Rome is spreading up through Europe, and they find out that the fucking Carthaginians, those motherfuckers, who, like, basically have cut them off to the south, because Rome can't, like, move into Africa and, like, start doing their Roman Empire shit, if there's fucking Carthage and Carthaginian colonies there. So they're like, fuck, alright, we'll go north then. If we can't go south, we'll go north. They go north, and what do? They run into fucking Carthaginians. um, so the first Punic War happens. And it's actually, I think it's where we get the term punitive, because it was literally Rome punishing Carthage, from their perspective. And, Rome gets absolutely fucking dumpstered because naval warfare was like not a thing that Rome did at all. So Carthage completely controlled the seas and just blockaded Rome, and they could land motherfuckers anywhere on the peninsula. Anywhere. Anywhere. Like, and then leave. And the Romans had no fucking answer. Until a Carthaginian boat didn't get to leave because the Romans got lucky and jumped those motherfuckers as they were getting off the boat. The Romans took this boat, dragged it back to Rome once again on land, and they took it to the best scientists Rome had to offer. And Rome, the Romans took it apart, and they were like, "Oh fuck, this is how boats work. This is what a boat is." And the Carthaginians had, like, like, range on their boats. They had, like, bowmen, and, like, I think they might, and they had, fucking Greek fire and shit. And, and fucking, which, by the way, the Romans also, like, later stole. The Romans later stole Greek fire as well. So, like, so the Carthaginians, they're fighting with napalm and bows and arrows on their boats. Romans, they didn't really use range weapons all that much. They had, like, I think they had bows and arrows, but, like, they were considered, like, for animals. Like, a real Roman throws his pilum and fucking draws his sword kind of thing. So the Romans see these range weapons on the boat and go, nah, 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 that pussy shit. And you guys know what the Romans did when they made their boats? That was a lot later, Rooney. I think that was after Carthage was already gone and Rome had realized, oh fuck, boats are pretty cool. Did they give the... Okay, so you and Van are both correct, Hell. Hang on. Fucking, First Punic War Roman boat. Let me see if I can find it. The Quinquereme, that's what they fucking called it. Alright, copy. I need a picture of a Quinquereme to show my point. Can I get a picture? Oh, they just reused the name, didn't they? God damn it. Hang on. Images. Found it. Found it, chat. So this is a First Punic War Quinquereme. I'm about to put on the screen. Alright. No, fucking... Just give me the fucking image, not the goddamn... So this is a First Punic War Quinquereme. You are very correct in that they just gave their boats swords. So here's what the Romans would do. They would engage the Carthaginian ships. They would have slaves in here rowing as fast as they could. And the Carthaginians would be firing their arrows. The Romans would have like their shields and everything to try and protect themselves as best they can. They would give the order to the slaves to fucking, like, as fast as they could row forward. And they would plunge the blade into the fucking Carthaginian ship and plug it. And then they would drop this bridge, which, if you notice, has a fucking spike in it. Which anyone who was below decks in the fucking in the Carthaginian ship, very likely to get fucking stabbed, because I believe the Carthaginian ships had like an underside, had like a fucking compartment underneath for oars, which, by the way, is why the Romans had theirs in like a fucking like a side thing here. The Romans kept their rowing slaves in the fucking side bit. So that, like, if any Carthaginians got the same idea, they wouldn't be able to hit their slaves and fucking take out their engines. So this would fucking potentially kill any slaves, or like at least a chunk of slaves in the fucking bottom of the Carthaginian boat. They drop this, which had the potential to just fucking spike a fucking poor Carthaginian sailor. And then while the Carthaginians are trying to put their bows and arrows down and get their swords out, Romans are charging along this fucking bridge and killing everyone on board. And then as they leave, you see this little winch here that this centurion has. They winch up the fucking bridge to fucking pull it out, and then the Roman soldiers, as they're coming back, like, you know, like they fucking just push their fucking boat like free off the Carthaginian ship, and the Carthaginian ship sinks with anybody who survived the Roman melee. It's so fucking stupid. Like, it wasn't until like after I think it was like after the Second Carthaginian War that the Romans stopped doing this. And even then, I think it was still part of their fucking doctrine to be able to do this, even without the spikes and shit. Oh god, dude, fucking. Oh, I fucking, like, the Romans are so dumb. And yet I called them entirely off guard. So think about think about like how. Okay, so think about this, right? Nobody survives this. No Carthaginian survives this. In order for a Carthaginian to report that, one, the Romans have boats now, and two, they're doing Warhammer 40k shit, is for a Carthaginian boat to see this and survive. And seeing as the Carthaginians, to their knowledge, the Romans didn't have any fucking navy, they would send boats out in groups of like 1 or 2. Which, like, if you have like 1 or 2 Roman boats, no Carthaginian ship is coming back from that. The Carthaginians were under the impression that the Romans were just getting really good at ambushing their boats, so they made them better at attacking from the shoreline without landing their boats. Which is, like, the opposite of what you need to do. You need to start outfitting the Carthaginian boats with, like, shit to stop this, and better, like, arm your guys for melee. It, like literally it wasn't until, like, the war was basically already lost that the Carthaginians, like, realized, oh, that's what they're doing. And that's because the Romans were showing up to Carthage with these. Like, imagine you're a Carthaginian, and the entire time the war has been going on, you're under the impression that, like, the boats that you're losing are losing because the Romans are just, like, fucking, like, just jumping you at fucking shore, right? And then, like, the Romans win enough that they push onto Carthage, and you see this motherfucker barreling towards you. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And yeah, so the Carthaginians get the shit rocked and they surrender. And Carthage agrees to basically release like a good chunk of their holdings in Europe so that the Romans can move north. And also, Carthaginians need to give all Romans a discount on trading. This is basically like a punitive, like, reverse tariff, I guess. And also, Carthaginians need to buy Roman goods at an up, at like a, at a, an up, not up to, fuck. My brain doesn't want to work. At a premium. They need to buy like if Carthaginians buy Roman goods, also they were like required to buy certain amounts of Roman goods to my understanding. They had to pay like fucking like 1.5 the cost. Yeah. Markup, that's the word I was looking for. And then this like doesn't cripple Carthage, but it leads to Carthage receding in prosperity like a good deal to the point where Hannibal up in Spain is noticing that like, oh, my people, like, we're not getting like as big supply drops as we're used to. We're the Spanish colony, it's not failing, but it's not doing as good as it could. And he finds out that it's Rome's fault, and it was being fucked up by a guy called Scipio. Hannibal goes, "Hey yo, fuck Scipio!" Found time when almost tried to turn the dial tactic, check void screaming. Okay, hang on a second, real quick. We'll look at this. Oh my god! Oh my god, Jesus fuck. Oh hey, and so yeah, though this is a second. I think this is based on a second Punic War, maybe after Quaikurim or whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, there's the stabby bit right there. You know it doesn't have the boarding bridge though. They actually kind of like phased that out later because it wasn't super needed because like once you were speared into the boat, there's not really a lot they could do. It just made it easier to board, but like just jump at that point, you know. But yeah, uh, fucking oh boy, fucking. But if I get some of the fucking words wrong, mind you, I am really tired. I'm a little bit not feeling great because I haven't eaten super much. So I'm a little out of it. I'm a little out of it. So if I get some words wrong, I'm very sorry. Um, but yeah, so Hannibal goes, "Hey yo, fuck Scipio, fuck Rome," and so he marches south. He doesn't take a boat because he knows that's what they would expect from a Carthaginian. Carthage sends message after message to Hannibal being like, "Please don't do this. We got our cheeks clapped last time. Let's just write this out. Let's just write this out. Eventually they'll stop hating us." Hannibal goes, "Nah, fuck Rome." And yeah, so the Second Punic War happens. I just stunned as I have an Outback Creek question. Yeah. Like, nah, fuck Rome. So the Second Punic War happens. And, the Romans don't know that Hannibal is acting without orders. You don't know, like, and whenever the Carthaginians insist that they're not telling him to do this, they call them bullshitters. And by the way, Carthage really did, like, not want any of this smoke. They sent Hannibal so many letters telling him to stop. They sent him no supplies. They sent him no reinforcements, no nothing. Hannibal survived by just attacking, like, fucking villages and stealing their shit. And he was doing so much damage to Rome that the main guy that he was against, Scipio's kid, Scipio Africanus, it gets confusing. Don't worry about it. Fucking Scipio Africanus can't fucking keep up with Hannibal at all. Because Hannibal is just going to random villages, pillaging them, and just really doing damage to Rome without ever touching the city of Rome itself. which is really, really good. And like the elephants are fucking terrifying. Normans have no idea what to do with that. And then Hannibal makes one big mistake. He attacks the city of Rome. He attacks the city of Rome. Was Hannibal pulling a Doom guy? Yes. Reverse engineered the elephant. Yeah, so Scipio Africanus, he realized, so he's following Hannibal. He's always like on Hannibal's tail, but he always like just barely misses him or like, engages him in a situation where Hannibal can bug out and leave while taking a chunk out of Scipio's forces. Scipio realizes that Hannibal is potentially going to go after Rome at some point. And so Scipio does something that's kind of an asshole move. He just says, nah, fuck the countryside. And he just lets Hannibal have it. Hannibal's not an occupying force. He's essentially just a bandit. And so Scipio just pulls all of his men back to Rome. Hannibal takes a few villages with zero resistance except for the garrisons that are already there, which like is basically just like local city guard, essentially. And then he gets like high on himself and he's like, nah, I could take Rome. These guys are pussies. He attacks Rome. Scipio beats his fucking bricks off. And Hannibal has to escape to Carthage. Because, like, he's finally getting his ass beat. He runs off, and he's, like, gonna use the last of his guys to, like, you know, like, re-up his forces, because he was actually convincing some Romans to join up with him, like, you know, join up or die, basically. And then he gets his bricks beat off him. He gets one last message from Carthage saying, hey, yo, come home, dog. We can work this out. We can smooth this over. And, he decides to take this one, because he's like, yeah, no, I'm not beating Rome. Fuck. I really want to kill that Scipio guy, but fuck. Alright, fine. He goes home. And the Romans are mad. Because the guy that was killing all of their dudes just left. And despite Carthage saying that they did not order it whatsoever, he left when they told him to. You can see how that looks, right? You can see how that looks, right? And so there is a debate in the Roman Senate for years of them going, no, we need to kill Carthage. Carthage has attacked us twice. They do the first Punic War as, like, Carthage attacking them when really Romans be Romans, you know what I mean? And, there's a very vocal faction in the Roman Senate that keep chanting the fucking slogan. Like, it's like a fucking election slogan at that point. Fucking Carthage delenda est. Which roughly translates to Carthage must be destroyed. Carthage must be destroyed. Mystic, here's the thing. I have a year-long subscription, and this game World of Warcraft actively helps my mental health. I cannot boycott World of Warcraft because it's literally my comfort game. I have a fucking unhealthy attachment to it. Every time I've stopped playing WoW for long periods of time, my mental health has gone into the toilet. Fuck Microsoft, but, like, I'm not putting myself in a fucking depressive, suicidal state. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, that eventually wins out. And Scipio Africanus, he is very, very much, if F14 does not help in the same way, no, it does not. Because 14 is a toxic fucking shithole. And also, like, I just don't enjoy 14 because there's not enough to do. There's not enough to fucking do in 14. There's, like, oh, you could do a raid once a week. And everyone there, if they find out you're a woman or you're trans, they'll call you slurs until you kill yourself. But I have never been called a slur in World of Warcraft. I just want to say that. Ever. Fucking... Where was I? Yeah, so Scipio Africanus is like, yeah, no, my dad... Like, thank you for the sploosh. So Scipio Africanus is like, look, my dad... Hell yeah.
Right.
My dad beat Carthage once. I've beat Carthage once. Give me a twofer. Give me a twofer, motherfucker. And because the whole thing in Rome is that you need to outdo the generation that came before. It's why Roman names are so fucking long. I wanna point out like Roman names are so fucking long because it is basically your resume. But I'll get to that in a minute. Um, fucking yeah. So Scipio is put in charge. Scipio attacks. Hannibal um, tries to defend Carthage as best he can. Fucking dies. The Carthaginians sue for peace because Hannibal's dead. Like, the guy who's attacking you is dead. Fucking, like, please, let us be. Scipio goes, nah. 3 strikes, you're out, motherfucker. And he burns Carthage to the ground, and he salts the earth so that nothing would ever grow on the site of the town ever again. Like, I mean, this is apocryphal, but like it was widely believed at the time. And whether it happened or not, I don't care because it gives us a funny thing. Have you guys ever heard of Carthage used as a unit of measurement? Because it was. After the Punic Wars were done and Carthage was destroyed, the Romans began using the word Carthage as a unit of measurement for salt. So Roman soldiers were paid in salt because salt could be traded anywhere, as opposed to Roman coinage, which you might run into a situation where you don't have it, you don't have the ability to trade it. And also, salt is necessary for human life, while also being able to preserve food. Um, did not actually salt the earth because to a Roman that would literally be the same as dumping gold bricks on the ground. Yes, but also they fucking hated Carthage that much, so they might have done. We don't know. That's the fun part. We don't know. Um, yeah. Roman units, like Roman like platoons, whatever the fuck you want to call them, legions. That's the fucking term. Why did I not just say legion? I am tired. Holy shit. Roman legions, when they were, but like, being like given their fucking like salt payment, like payment for the entire legion was measured in Carthages, which is fun as fuck. Um, but yeah, so fun fact: Scipio Africanus was not actually called Scipio Africanus at the time. He became known as Scipio Africanus because he beat the bricks off of Carthage. So I was just calling him Scipio Africanus because I don't want to remember what his name was prior, and two, I didn't want to get confused with his dad, because it's just multiple guys named Scipio. But the Romans, their names are their resumes. Let me like get in that. So when a Roman is born, I'm not gonna get into female names because female names are the whole other fucking thing, and I really don't want to get into it. Um, so Roman males take the name of their father, and then the order they were born. So the firstborn son of a man called fucking I don't know, fucking give me a Roman name, chat. That's not Scipio, because I'm gonna just be saying Scipio a lot. Fucking give me a name, give me a Roman name. I'll just say Julius. Fucking so the firstborn of a guy named Julius would be Ju Julius Prima. Alexander's Greek. Julius Prima. His son would be Julius Secunda. Third be Julius Tertia, Julius Quadra, Julius Sphinctus, Julius Sextus, etc., etc., etc. Right? Um, Julius Special Edition. Right. So I'm not going to use the Roman words for this because I don't know enough Latin. I don't want to embarrass myself. So say Julius the First goes into the military, and he becomes a primaris, right? He becomes a primaris. So a primaris was a legionary that had proven himself in battle to the point where he was granted special privileges, and up until like later in Rome's life, he would always be sent in the second or third wave, because pardon me, because Roman doctrine was to send the poors and the inexperienced in first so that they would get experience. And then once enough of them had died, or if the commander like felt like it was softened up, they would send in the secondaries. The secondaries are Primaris that survive. No, Primaris that survive, sorry. Are basically peasants that fucking survive. And then Primaris were people that would be people that like survive that. And Primaris, so like the secondaries, they would be issued armor. The 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 peasants were not. They were just kind of given like, like, hey,
Sheesh.
bring your own weapon and hope you don't die if you've signed up for the Legion. Sorry, gamer. It definitely worked for a minute. Um, and then secondaries were issued armor, and then Primaris were allowed to basically buy their own armor because they were fucking wealthy, because they got actually paid. They got paid. They did get issued shields, but that was about it. They got issued a shield and like a spear if they did not have one, and that's it. They got issued nothing else. But really a spear is just a pointed stick, so I didn't count it. Let me see if there's any Primaris in here. But this is an artistic representation, so it might have been wrong. It might be incorrect. So, this guy here is the Legion Commander. This guy here is probably a Primaris. The guys in the back are too blurry, but I see plumes, so I think they're Primaris. Most of these guys in the middle are secondaries. I don't see any peasants here, but that's probably because this is art, and art, generally doesn't, show us the awful parts. Yeah, so this Julius Primus, if he joined the military and he became a Primaris, he would be Julius Primus Primaris. And if the second Julius Secundus, he went into the Senate, I don't remember what the name, the Roman word for senator was, so his name would basically translate to Julius the Second, who works at the Senate, basically, who is a senator. And it would go like that. You want to like it? Oh, I know how effective a sling is, Mystic. Don't worry. It fucking kills shit. I know. But they probably would not have been issued a sling, though, Mystic, because they probably would have been able to bring their own, because everyone had a fucking sling. Everyone kept that fucking thang on them. Yeah, and so on and so forth. To the point where, chat, if I went back in time to Roman times, they'd be fucking terrified. Especially, if they didn't clock me as trans. Because you know why? So most Romans, before they, most Romans, to our knowledge, would have introduced themselves by their number first. Especially if they had a common name. So, Julius Sextus, if he introduced himself to someone in our hypothetical, he would say, "Hello, my name's Sextus, and this is my brother Quintus," right? I would be terrifying to them. Chad, I want y'all to guess why. Mostly so I can actually, have a moment, because I'm getting a little lightheaded. Big number! Live is a big number! Realistically, they wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because, they might if I were to spell my name. If I were to spell my name and write it down for them, they would probably be like, "Oh!" And, but here's the thing, if they don't clock me as trans, that's even scarier. Because not only big number, and a woman that's alive. So think about how many sons my parents might have. You know what I mean? Like in that example, right? It's like 1,000 or some shit. I don't fucking know. Point is, big number. I don't remember what the fucking L is. I'm kind of lightheaded, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it's 54? Okay. You see vintage, right? You do. I'm not playing it right now. I don't have the brain space for it. So, so yeah, so a Roman introducing himself would be like, yeah, no, my name is Sextus. My name is fucking Septus. My name is... Oh god, the guy named Septus. That's unfortunate. One thing, like, man's name... Man sounds like septic tank. Uh... Yeah. But yeah, so, Roman names could get really long if they lived long enough and they were... Is Olivia a Roman name? I mean, I imagine... Hang on.
Sexy
Olivia,
voice
name,
with a big number.
origin. Latin all... Oh! Yeah, no, it is. It is. It just minus the I. The I was added by the French at some point. It means olive tree. Yeah. And if they were well-traveled enough, yeah. Like, if you did enough shit, yeah. So, Roman names kind of got ridiculous because Romans would go out of their way to try and outdo their forebears. Which, led to some really fucking long names. Let me see if I can find, like, the longest Roman name. Longest Roman name. There he is! By the way, this wouldn't have been his completely full name because it doesn't have his number. It doesn't have his number in it. So his name is longer than this. Women did lack rights to vote and such back then. Yeah, I know. But still. Quintus... Oh, wait, no! No, no, his number is in there. I didn't see it at first. So he is the 5th son of a man named Pompeius. He was part of the Senate. He was consul, which is one of these. I don't remember which one. He was one of these. One of these is consul. And I don't know what the other one is. Oh, wait, no, here's his full name. I just had to look down. Okay, so Quintus Pompeius Senecio Rosicus Moreno Coelus Sextus Illus Frontinus Silus Decanius Gaius Illulus Eurycles Herculanus Lucius Vibilus Pius Augustinus Alpinus Bellicus Soles Eius Aper Ducenius Proculus Rutelanus Rufinius Silius Valens Valerius Niger Claudius Fuscus Saxas Amintius Soisius Priscus. Ha! Jesus. Alright, so breaking this name down as best I can based on the words I recognize and where I've seen them before. Oh, fuck. Alright, so he is the 5th son of a guy named Pompeius, who was in the Senate. I don't know what Rosicius means. Let's see. Oh, it means farmer. So he was a farmer at one point. Morena. Morena, Latin. First the moray eels. Latin in a name? Was he just a fisherman? He might have been a really good fisherman, chat. Yeah, I guess he was a fisherman, because they did catch a lot of fish. Coelius. I do not know what Coelius means. Coelius meaning heaven or sky. Meaning name. He might have been a priest of Jupiter. He might have been a priest of Jupiter at one point. And then there's another sexus, which means 6, so I do not know what this is referencing to, because it's too late in the name to be the... It's too late in the name to be his birth order. Like, some of these names do, like, you know, like, every single one of these names is something that he's done. Let me see what, which, like, I think we can just probably get, like, his fucking, we probably get the actual answers down here, but I want to guess them. Ilulis, I don't know. Frontinius, so he went to the frontier a lot. Decanius, something 10. Gaius, which I think meant king or something. So he probably served a king or something at some point. Feat of strength. Served an emperor, because Augustinus, like, that's, like, Alpinus, he's been to the mountains. Fucking, he's been to fucking Niger. He's been to England. This guy was really well traveled, if I'm reading this right. Holy shit. Holy shit, this man was really well traveled, because that means, so he traveled the frontier. He fucking went to, like, mountainous regions. He fucking went down to Niger in Africa. He went to fucking England. Jesus Christ. He received a portion of his name from his father. Oh, so, okay, so he didn't do all of these. He didn't do all of these. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He didn't do all of... Oh, I see. I see why the sexist is so far. I see why the sexist is so far. He inherited titles from his father, and his father was the fucking 5th child of his father. So he gets it, but he is the 6th child of his father. Okay. Alright, I see. Sometimes you get holdover like that. And it's weird. I don't fucking know. Let's see. An outline of his career is preserved, along with his full name and inscription. Shows his career began at the Perfectus Ferrum Latinarum, which is followed by posting it. Okay, so he was a scholar of some kind. Followed by a posting as Triumvir Monetalis, so he also handled money. Amintianus means he might have written an essay on Alexander the Great, okay. Around the year 162, he stood and was elected as candidate for emperor. Candidate of the emperor. Oh, sorry. Candidate of the emperor for the office of Quaestor. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, so this man did a lot of shit. So he inherited his first, like, fucking, like, four names, and then fucking just went ham. This man inherited 4 names, saw how long his dad's name was, and went like, nah, Dad. Dad, I'ma fucking leave you in the dust, motherfucker! It would not surprise me if his dad's name was even longer, and he defaced his dad's monument in order to make his name seem longer. That would not surprise me, because Romans are petty bitches like that. But yeah, no, Romans, literally, they would go out of their way to fucking, pardon me. Romans would go out of their way to fucking, like, one-up their fucking parents, and it was kind of expected. If you died and your name was shorter than your fucking parents, like, it was considered, like, really dishonorable, and it's why people that had long names to start with would oftentimes pass down titles and such to their favorite sons, so that, like, their sons kind of had a little bit of a head start. Because, like, think about the guy who's fucking, like, following up that guy, right? Think about that guy's kids, right? That guy's kids, like, they're like, I'm gonna one-up my dad, and their dad's name fills up, like, fucking, like, the majority of the stone tablet they're fucking writing it on. You know what I mean? Like, shit, dude. Like, your dad, like, passing down a couple of titles to you, like, has to feel like such a fucking relief. Holy shit. Amintia was a female Greek name meaning defender slash vindicator for defense of vindication. So I mean, if you fought in the military, probably. Like, a lot of Romans would go in the military, because the military was kind of, like, not an easy way, but, like, a good way to pick up titles. Like, fight in a defensive battle, you might get that. You might get a defender title. Like, conquer something or go to a foreign land, you might get a name that's based off of the name of that land, etc., etc. Spain the Ogre's thing. Here's an example of Ogre's name. Trade Lord, Greasus, Tribe Stealer, Drake Crush, Gate Crusher, Horde Master, Goldtooth, the Shockingly Obese. That's the title yeah, the title farming meta is to join the fucking Legion. Ugh. God, chat. Rome was so dumb. Rome was so dumb. This is why I prefer like learning about Egypt. Egypt was also dumb, but like less so. Like, you know, even though Egypt did kind of merge with Rome at some point, and then it gets really dumb. Yeah, like learning about Egypt, learning about the Norse, learning about like fucking Proto-Europeans, like fucking that shit's fun. That shit's fun. Like Rome is where you get to like the ridiculous like bloat of a civilization trying to out civilization itself, like for fucking centuries and centuries. Oh wait, that's not a boost pad, right? Those don't exist in this fucking.
Those crawlers are up to something. Destroy the target at once.
Egyptian myth. Lol, I tricked my brother needing my special lettuce. Yeah, and now he's gay.
Flame guide your way, friend.
Like there's literally a fucking Egyptian myth that is like one god fucking gets another one dismissed because of homophobia. Because he tricks him into kissing a man. Like that's kind of funny. Like, haha, I made you kiss a man. That means you're gay.
Allies require our support. Hurry.
Flames! The Sareki gather near Mereldar. We need your help!
I recall that one time an Egyptian ruler said to rewrite religion, died, and don't remember how we know the bits of words. It's because there was a temple that fucking, that they forgot to fucking destroy. Literally, it was a temple in the middle of fucking nowhere. They forgot to blow it up. God is going on a drunken rage bender? Yeah. I want to ask a question, but it'd be theologically disrespectful. Okay. Is it disrespectful to a religion that still exists? Because fucking otherwise I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? I mean, I barely give a shit about talking bad about existing religions. So, like, fucking dead religions? Like, nah, dude. They're doing dumb shit. Then, like, alright, let's go. Osiris and his prosthetic dick. Yep! Osiris and his fucking, like, implanted bad dragon. Yes.
Burn those defenses to ash before they turn the tide of battle.
Oh no, I'm a frost mage. All I can do is turn it to ice and shatter it. Oh god, oh fuck. Guys, if there was a pathetic odds are pretty decent towards each other. I think the closest you're getting is the Norse gods at that point. Cause like the Norse gods, like while they did fuck with each other sometimes, for the most part they were chill with each other. Like they were, you know. Like, Odin and Loki, like, fucked around with each other every now and again, and, like... But, like, for the most part, the fucking... The Norse pantheon was pretty chill, like, minus the Aesir Vanir war.
Get in there and show them the
But, like, even then, like, that's basically at the start of their myth, and then it fucking kind of, like, you know... Why is stream dead? Are we back?
Mighty adversary has taken the field. Get in there, soldier.
Are we good? I think it's an encoding overload that's causing it. Deputy, the little son refuses to come out of his goon cave. Let's quick throw a party and hire a stripper to get her attention, and it worked. Okay. So it's not that she won't come out of her goon cave. It's that someone called her ugly on accident. Someone said something that, like, kind of, like, implied that they thought she was ugly, and it made her upset because she was really vain. And it wasn't a stripper, it was a god that she had a crush on. A goddess she had a crush on. Because I guess in Japanese mythology, lesbianism is divine, I guess. We've got fucking, like, mythological Yuri. Loki disguises up as the mayor and was pregnant and gave birth to Sleipnir. Look, we do not kink shame here. Heavenly Rock Cave is what it was called. Yeah, like... Look.
A mighty adversary has taken the field. Get in there, soldier!
Maybe the first last time Loki got pregnant. Yeah, Loki was kind of a fucking, like, gender non-conforming whore, right? Like... We stand a gender non-conforming whore, chat. Someone must have made art of the sun, Yuri. I mean... So, I wanna also, like, say that, like, the goddess she had a crush on, didn't get her out, like, through being a stripper, by the way, from the legend I heard, at least. Or a legend I read, like, by the way, like, there might be different versions, because Japan's, like, a big place for, like, fucking the Bronze Age. She showed up, and she fucking put a mirror in front of the cave, and went, oh no! Oh no, there's such a pretty goddess out here, right? And so, hearing that, and hearing the goddess that she had a crush on say that, she came out in a huff to see the, like, kind of, like, who was, like, being a woman stealer, and she came face to face with her own reflection. Which is, like, surprisingly wholesome, to the point where I hope that's, like, the widely accepted version. Because that's so fucking wholesome, Yuri, dude. Holy shit. Is it funnier to say a stripper girl? I mean, it's funnier to say that, but I like wholesome Yuri. I want the sun goddess to... I want the sun goddess to come out, see the mirror, be baffled for a second, and then the other goddess comes and gives her a little kiss on the cheek. That's what I want. That's the future that I want. Loki and Odin learn womanly magic. More transgender gods. Wait, is stream dying? God damn it! Okay, I gotta turn down effects. Hang on.
We are the Flames Radiance, defenders of Mereldar.
Yeah, it's because there's too much fucking, like, visual noise going on. I'll turn it down. There's, like, graphics. I'll take it down to, like, 6. There we go. So, I don't know if y'all caught that, but the main issue was that there was too many effects going on because there's, like, fucking, like, 60 fucking people here doing this daily. So, I turned my graphics down a little bit. And that should fix it. Let me know if it goes out again. Use the secret oath that said, reclaim the chat to resetting while turning off and on and express the rune of invocation.
Do not relent until the battle is won!
Yeah, I think I need more, like, fucking vitamin D, I think. Like, I don't get to go outside much because of my bones, and, like, my diet lately has mostly just been fucking ramen noodles because it's more or less, like, all I can afford. I probably have a vitamin deficiency, but I can't afford to get vitamin supplements because I can't, like, the same way I can't afford to get food. Thor's disguised as Freya when his hammer's stolen so he could take it back. Yeah. So you know something that's like a fun implication about Gungnir? The Odin's spear? You guys know what Gungnir translates to? Like, I'm actually asking if y'all know. Pop quiz, motherfucker.
Victory for the flames' radiance.
Myself
Take a
replied
moment
either
for
Freya is jacked or
celebration,
Thor was a
but
femboy.
stay on your guard.
Alternatively,
They'll
Freya was
return
fat.
soon enough.
Because remember, Thor is described as fat in every saga. Thor is a fat fuck. Hang on, let's compare. Let's compare, shall we? Uh... Yeah, let's check Thor's penis versus Freya's penis. Alright, so let's find a picture of Thor. God fucking damn it. And let's... Alright. So... We want to find the oldest fucking picture we can find of it. Hang on, I'm gonna teleport... I'm gonna go some... Wait, hang on. I gotta try to make the mission.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Turn in my quest. And we're gonna go back to town so that that doesn't start up again. We're gonna just go back to Merildar real quick. There we go. We'll just come to a stop in town. Alright. Alright, so let's find like a good picture of Thor. Is there any pictures in the fucking Eddas? I know those are written by Christians, but like, you know what? Let's see. Mightiest is on top of Uppsala, center of a triple throne, thanks by Woden and Frickel, located in Sweden. He... Thor with his mace looks like Jupiter. Pictorial representations of Thor's hammer, but nothing of Thor himself. Depicting Thor. Well, that's not detailed. Bruh. Bruh, the Vikings couldn't draw for shit. God damn. Would I interested in a souvenir? Like, I mean, I would be interested in the souvenir, but don't go out of your way for it. Man, why the fuck the Vikings couldn't fucking draw? Goddamn. Like, I know Thor was, like, described as an alcoholic, like, plenty of times, which makes me think that he was probably fat and had, like, a bit of a beer belly. This is probably the closest we can get, because you can kind of see that, like, there's muscle there, but there's also, like, a little bit... he kind of looks like a fucking... like a lifter, kind of like a little bit of a tubby, like, there's some tub behind that, a little bit. Um... And then Freya's kind of, like, on the plus size, too, like, in a lot of her descriptions. Like, she's not fat, but she's, like... She got curves, you know what I mean? Like, she's... No, she's wearing a fucking girdle here. That's gonna fucking, like, lower her tummy a little bit. I think... the main reason it would work if Thor wore a disguise is because if Thor puts a girdle on and pushes some of his tummy into his chest a little bit, like, if he's wearing baggy clothes, it's harder to tell. You know? Like, that's my assumption of how that worked. Like, Thor put a girdle on, wore loose clothes, and either shaved his beard or fucking, like, wore, like, a veil. Which, like, I mean, a lot of what we see of Freya in those pictures is her wearing flowy clothes, so, like, maybe it would have worked, even though a lot of those depictions are, like, long after the Vikings were gone, based on fucking Viking descriptions, which we know firsthand are kind of fucking shit. Ex-linebacker went to... Yeah, like, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's probably what fucking Thor looked like. Fertility goddess, so thick. God, dude. Freya, like, would. Can't tell if it's gender envy or fucking, like, attraction, but would. I don't know, I'd like to be thick. Like, I am, like, rail fucking thin. And every time, like, I try and eat more to put on weight, because putting on weight is hard for me, money problems happen, and then I can barely eat, so I just lose all the weight that I put on. You know? Like, chat, I finally got to the point where my thighs have a little bit of heft to them. And by heft, I don't mean, like, fat, I mean, like, you know, like, they're squeezable, you know what I mean? Like, they're nice. And, like, and now, like, it's like, oh, money problems, can't eat. Oh, no. Heard my phone, just want to say, Goddess Amaras, they had a crush on specifically Goddess of Festivities, though she was also a huge party animal. Credit the plan is ambiguous. Party Goddess was probably not the one that came up with it. Oh, was it not? Alright. You can want to be someone and want to be with them at the same time. I don't know, man. Like, I just want, like, a little bit of, you know? Like, I don't want to be, like, fat. I just, like... I want to have, like, you know, a little bit of curve, you know what I mean? I want to have thighs I can use to crush a man's head. Like, not in, like, the muscle way, but in the, like, they're soft and, like, someone could use them as a pillow kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the goal. I want to sit down and, like, on a couch to watch a movie, and someone can use my lap as a pillow comfortably. That's the goal. That's the goal. Lap pillow. Like, a little bit of weight, like, in the right places. Ripstream? The fuck's going on? Is there just that many people? Like, okay, nobody bring up Japanese mythology. Realistically, I think I just need to finish my
You can
daily.
crush my head between your thighs anytime, cutie.
Oh man. Oh, there's. I wonder if it's because this area has got too many people in it.
We are the holders of hope. Always be prepared.
Data Yuri is too much for Twitch. It's too much. Like, oh, chat. Like, once again, pardon my room. It's fucking a little. It's a little cluttered because we're basically using it for storage at this point. Fucking. Where the fuck? Am I dumb? Why can't I find this source? There it is. Like, I'm in my pajamas, so, like, fucking, like, pardon me. Okay, there's my fucking breakfast, like, right there. Alright. Fucking... That fucking, like, see, like, there's, like... There's, like, a bit. There's a bit of, like, curve here, right? Like, I've worked very hard for it. And it's, like, it's just not quite as soft as it needs to be. Which is, like, really unfortunate. Like, they're not as squishy as they could be. You know what I mean? Like, I've got curves now. I've got curves now. The fucking estrogen is doing its job, but there could be more. Thigh cam? Yes, thigh cam. Yeah. Like, I need more food, chat. I need more food, and every time I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to grow, I'm going to get these curves that I was promised! Like, fucking, like, food becomes insecure, you know what I mean? Actually, I want to do my monk, actually. Sounds like a plan. Yeah? Nom 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 nom. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have shouted. I'm dizzy now. Ooh. Dizzy. Yeah, I need to eat something more, I think. I don't think the noodles are cutting it. That's the only thing I've eaten. You hear Fallout Boy? Yeah, for some reason it's playing the live version. I don't know why.
Sploosh.
A sploosh. I shall take a sippy. Oh yeah, I have a keystone. Neat. I'm probably not gonna get, like, fucking, any good plus 11s, but, like, I should at least do my dailies on my mage before I do anything else. You've heard it live? Yeah. Yeah, I've got the fucking, like, normal version in my playlist, but sometimes it switches it out with the... It switches it out with the fucking live version, which I don't understand. Alright, later, Hal. Ooh, fuck. Yeah, I'm actually really dizzy. Like, chat, holy shit. Ooh. Double check the name of the god is Ame no Uzume no Mikoto, and the past concerning her performance in sometimes she rolled up her sleeve, stuck out her tits, whipped her pussy out, and 100 gods. That's funny. That's funny. You can watch you on HD on mobile now? Hell yeah. Oh, shit. So, main reason I want to do these dailies is, one, I want the rewards from the like, building up the fucking, whatchamacallit. Two, I want to get gear that I can give to my alt so they can catch up. Like my monk and my priest and shit. You have a 3-day weekend after Friday? Hell yeah, Bebel. You wanna do something? Wanna do something? We wanna have a plan? Like, I know I gotta take Paddington to the dog park over the weekend. I promised him I'd do that. And Chris is at work for, like, majority of the weekend, I think. Do I eat beans? Not really. American baked beans kind of suck. Like, why y'all fucking all bad baked beans? Like, actually. Like, y'all smell like fucking beans. You set up a VPN-friendly phone provider can't throttle Twitch? A mystery. How did that happen? Oh, shit, sorry. Actually, Americans, why the fuck can't y'all make baked beans? Like, why do y'all's baked beans fucking suck? Like, actually, like, it is beans in a sauce of some kind that I don't actually know what it's made of, but, like, I remember eating baked beans when I was a kid, and baked beans in England were fucking pog as shit. Like, why is it, like, Americans can't bake bean? Why can't y'all bake a bean? Oh. Sorry, did you hear what I said? Asked Bebo, like if you wanted to like make any plans, like if you wanted to do anything, because like I got to take Patty to the dog park at some point over the weekend because I promised, but like Chris has work like I think all weekend. Other kinds of beans besides American baked beans, not really. Like I mean I like beans on my burrito, but like that's like a bean paste really. Cat, why my Bebo so cute though? Cat, have you seen my Bebo? Have you seen my Skibebo? My Bebo is so cute. And since they are on ads for the next minute, my Bebo will never know that I called them extremely cute in a place where they cannot disagree. Like, so I did their hair like the other week, and it's like it's so like bright purple. I fucking love it. Like they always do like purple hair dye, but like they're using a different one this time I think, and it looks so nice. Every time I say I just want to run my fucking hand through it, bro. Like, oh my god. Heck, 9 ab, what the fuck? Hope they give me many ad rev. I hope they give me many ad rev too. What the fuck? That is a ridiculous amount of ads. The fuck?
Belladar shift in your favor.
I hope they're at least short. Jesus. Baleful excerpt of deadly of summons. Okay. That's a cloth. Dude. Alright, let's break our leg do something on the weekend. Yeah. Any ideas? Cause I'm gonna be honest, I'm really dizzy right now. I can't fucking think of anything. Just in general. And also I don't know like what we could go do, cause we're both poor as shit. You're all console. Oh, that's leather. I didn't know that. You're a fucking wanker. We're gonna punch you right in the balls. Fuck you with a fucking anchor. You're all cunts, so fuck you all. Oh, that's a so. I can put that on my paladin, probably, right? So, I'll put on my death knight. Shit, that's poggy. Fuck you. You're a fucking wanker. You're gonna punch you right in the balls. Fuck you with a fucking anchor. You're all cunts, so fuck you all. Somewhere 30 seconds? Jesus. Bebo, when you come home, I want big hug. Squeeze all the dizzy out. Top 10 Power Ranger night? What? Get paid Friday? Ooh. That's true. We should go somewhere. We should go somewhere nice. We haven't gone somewhere nice in ages. I love you. Wait, fucking... Wait, hold up. Wait, visions are back? What? Thoradormi and the Bronze Dragonfly arrive to help adventurers return to the time and horrific visions of Stormwind and Orgrimmar. They try to learn more from the voids. So they can best use... Oh, shit! Why? Ah, Disney. Why? And you were right. Tonight. Gonna make you hey-oh.
Splish.
What? I didn't know there was horrific vision. What did horrific vision do? Like, what they got? I gotta go fucking Stormwind. No, I'm a horrible. I gotta go Orgrimmar. But Chad, why dizzy? Hero man. Hero Man, no, come here. Come here, Hero Man. Hero Man. Hello. Hello, boy. Hello, boy, I love you. I love you, Hero Man. Why do you smell like strawberries? Why do you smell like strawberries? What? Why do you smell like strawberry? No, do not run away. Do not run away. Why do you smell like strawberries? No! Boy! Chat, he run away. Why he smell like strawberries? Chat? You too? You smell like strawberries? Bleh. Tired. Fat boy, you didn't leave strawberries in your office, did you? Yeah, I'm a vegetarian. I only eat the vegetal. Cans of beans drained for 3 to carrots, just made a pound of meat, preferably ground beef. I mean, they do plant-based ground beef. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. It's good. Why does he smell like strawberries? What have you done? Brennan? Brennan, what have you done? Why does he smell like strawberries?
I don't know.
I saw there were strawberries in the fridge.
Oh, they're gone.
Into him?
No. Remember we tried. He doesn't like them.
Yeah, that's true. He's a little pimp. But smell him. He smells like strawberry.
You're not considering my breath also smells like strawberries?
Oh. That's fair.
And alcohol.
Go downstairs, Drunko. Brush your teeth. You have like your teeth are stained red from the margarita. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Brush your teeth. Go. You are a bad influence on my son. Do not imitate Uncle Bren. Do not imitate Uncle Bren. He is drunk.
Try to make sure to keep the alcohol away from him.
Go downstairs, Bren. Brush your teeth. I'm not kidding. Your teeth are like bright red. Plant-based beef, so it's literally ground beef. Yeah. Strawberries growing inside of your house. They are toxic as hell. Oh my god. That's Bran. He is drunk. He made himself a margarita. He drank all of it. They look pretty. Man, those strawberries, just like me, they look pretty and they're incredibly toxic individuals. Chat, like, I'm not kidding, like, the one thing that, like, almost every member of the Brain Council shares, except maybe Maeve, is we are incredibly sore losers. If we play a game, we have to play it in the competitive mode. To quote a certain Dole. Actually, I don't think Blaine is this toxic either. It's mostly me and Liv, I think. I don't know. To quote a certain Dole, it's not enough that we win. Someone else has to lose. I just like seeing the number go up on the rank screen, I'm gonna be honest. And knowing that my number go up because someone else's number go down, that kind of adds to it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Not bringing... I don't know, is that toxic? Chat, are we toxic? I don't know. Oh, Dibsy. Boy. Elden Ring PvP, maybe. I'm not good at Elden Ring PvP. I think it's because my builds in Elden Ring are just amount to what is the dumbest thing I can get away with. My builds in Elden Ring are in order: Punchy and Lightning Darth Maul. Not very meta, for what I have been told. Dual initiative. Babble. I was so toxic with the Reaper Elite player. No! Look, number go up, and someone else's number go down.
We burn brightly together. Walk in the light.
Okay, that's still clock. Maybe I should be doing this on a leather wearer. Whoops. Okay, let's go to Dormagul and put this stuff in the warband bank. Why you do initiative? Babble. Babble. Oh, you love me? Babble. Where? This is why I was like a Leaf player, but number! Well, at least I'm not as bad as the doll.
My directive is to serve you.
Aggressive number. Oh, wait, no, just go in the other bank. Shipped. A fucked up. Boop, boop, boop. Warband bank. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. That's all.
Return and peruse my
Return and
inventory again.
peruse my wares again. Alright. And Orgulmar. They're playing Nightmare. Ah, get back! Ow! Owie! Man, I got pies on my head. Man. Is I home? No, so I won't be home for like another like 15 minutes by estimations. Okay. Sorry, Diamond! Where are you? The Harbingle. A Destine movement. The fuck are these questos? Are these like low? Above first strike zero with hugs or smoochies? Oh, this is okay. That's battle for Uzaruth. Okay. Call to Lord Daron. It's Kalia. That's I've already done that quest on another guy. What about Harbingle over here? Are you Harbingling? Okay, no, that's Khadgar. That's Harbingle. Where do I go for Sora Dornby? Call of Duty. Oh my god. 20-30 minute. She with the other dragons? Is that racist to assume the dragon would be with the other dragon?
All the time in the Isles.
Where the fuck is Sora Dormy at? Where the fuck Sora Dormy?
Sploosh.
Where the fuck she at? I don't know where the fuck she at. A sploosh. She. Okay, I will stretch leggy. I'm not taking break because if I take a break, I'm gonna lay down on the bed, and if I lay down on the bed, I will fall asleep. And then stream will just be going until I run out of fucking hard drive space, and that's not good. I fell. Ow. Ow, my butt. Ow, my butt. Ow. I landed on my chair and I hurt my butt. Owie. Owie. I stood up and I stretched.
Halth Aldan She.
Ow.
Sands be in your favor.
I stood up and I did the stretchy. And I got dizzy. And then my back gave out and then I fell backwards and I hit my butt on my chair really hard and it kinda hurt. I'm very delicate. I just hurt myself stretching. What the fuck? Sorry, Dormammu.
I protect the sands of time.
Sorry, Dormy could get it though. Chat, hear me out. Chat, hear me out. Is her dragon form, like, not, like, screenshotted anywhere? That's the fucking... Hang on, I gotta find it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use this fan art. Fuck it. It pillows in my chair. No, I just fell. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Hear me out. Hear me out. Sorry, Dormy. Oh, wait, hang on. This is the wrong picture. Hang on a second. Hear me out. On the right there. I'm just saying. Wood. I'd fuck a dragon. Chad, would you fuck a dragon? Nah, you would. You guys stick around when Maeve is here. Y'all would fuck a dragon.
May time be kind to you.
Alright.
It is good to
Sorry,
see you, champion.
Dormammu.
Come.
We have much to discuss. The new thread of the void is one that puts us all there is. Not the first time, there are clues and past encounters. In case for the black blood. In the past, Enzoth used it to induce visions. The second fear how to counteract by returning to these moments. Help me set up a portal.
Time reveals.
Yeah, I am ready.
This black blood, much like the old gods from whence it came.
I did grab Dead
It's both
Island too.
potent
I don't
and
play it with
dangerous.
Crystal for.
However, this is not the first time Azeroth has faced its mind-altering qualities.
We're gonna do drugs! What are the rewards, actually?
When N'Zoth sought the return of Nyalotha, Wrathion and Mother discovered a way to resist his reality-warping corruption. By peering into the past and reliving that conflict, perhaps we can glean new knowledge to aid us in our current efforts.
Oh, these are some, like, actual, like, kind of cool... These are some cool fucking... What? Corruption of the aspects. Oh, these are some cool... These are some cool things. A backpack. My guy's like a guy! Multiplayer, co-op, everybody playing. I mean, we can play the game. It's just that Chris wanted to play it on stream, on his stream. Try, look at this little guy. He's a little friend. I'll probably play it more than once. I'm gonna be honest. I play a game more than once.
My wares.
What does the full set look like? Set. Huh? Oh god. Chad! Chad the tentacles! What? What? Chat. Look at. Look. 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 It wiggle. It wiggle. I don't know, not my stream. It wiggle. Whoa. Whoa. I kind of want these shoulder pads. Look at the wiggle. And then you got in the front, tentacle, Davy Jones. Oh, am I? Oh, I gotta collect the... Chat, I might be dumb. I might be dumb, chat. I didn't realize what the class... I thought I was waiting for her to open a portal. Boop. Boop. And then boop.
I can aid you. Time is of the essence.
Why is my Amazon Prime account with their bank account? I don't know. It shouldn't be. Fuck, it shouldn't be. I don't know. I really don't. It's okay. I mean, we all used it anyway. Just gum? Why gum? Why gumpo? Can I join the old gods for tentacle?
I will be here. There is much.
Are
to
you
do.
prepared? The path through the time has been open where we last entered the visions. Expect your sanity to be tested. You probably not last long on the first attempt. I will last very long. I'll have you know my stamina is spoken of in whorehouses across Azeroth.
Ponder. You will now witness
What?
a vision of what N'Zoth intended for our world. Be fearless, champion.
What are tails with furry tentacles? Oh, oh, oh. Alright, let's go blow up Stormwind! Sai's new name is Forest? What? Why is Sai's name Forest? Oh, I see.
Stormwind City, a bastion of the holy light, now fallen to the void. A staging ground for N'Zoth's armies. Obeying the whispers in her mind, Illyria Windrunner forces all to submit to the old god, or be purged.
Oh. I don't want to be
It seems
purged.
our fates are intertwined.
I don't want to be purged. Okay, 8 sanity drained a second. While moving, you sometimes leap over imaginary fiery hazard. 12 a second. While in combat, you'd quickly tire of movement and must rest often. 8. While moving, you sometimes leap over... Okay, and then... Combat... Oh, so I gotta find... I gotta find. I gotta. I mean, beating Ilaria. I don't know what the goal is here, chat. I mean, I don't know what the goal
Azeroth
is.
faces
I don't
many
know what the goal is. I don't. So could Horace guys going my tombstone? I hope so. I mean, not what I'm called, also. Defeat the Disciple of Enzoth. Oh, can I not leave? Can I go to the other places? Just don't die. Dying's a skill issue.
Please, save my son.
Fucking oh, my sanity's like draining really quickly. Yeah, I probably don't have like the time to like.
Oh, watch your step.
Thanks to denial, I'm immortal.
Mother, do not listen to the whispers.
I have ignored them for too long. They speak the truth, Erator, and you will hear them. I will make you hear them.
Oh.
No, I will never.
And if I had a nickel for every time a fucking Windrunner went fucking crazy because of a boy, I'd have 2 nickels.
Oh, watch your
Oh wait, no, I'd have 3 nickels, 1 for each of them. Because every single one of them has done some weird shit for a boy.
Sploosh.
Exploration concluded. Initiating.
Sploosh.
A blow well struck. But this was only the beginning of N'Zoth's vision.
Vision.
Additional horrors lurk throughout the city. Find them and vanquish them.
Okay, so I gotta just do all of them. Alright.
Be calm.
Eldritch technology.
But these visions can still prove lethal, even when in the past.
And can I find... I know we posted it. Chat, like, do I... I feel like I just need to have this. I feel like I just need to have, like, this, like, on a fucking button, on a hotkey. It'd be funny. Jax, you know that Saburo survived that, right? Saburo's not dead, and in, like, at least one ending, he just puts himself on someone else's brain.
If you want something done, I am the one to see. The more you bring back from the visions, the more we can improve your resistance to them.
Corrupted. Wait, I can get the corruptions, like, from back in... Oh my god!
Prepare yourself.
You only starts at me in the one visit vision of the past. Display some corrupt mentos from your, show them what they could do. Use your display, scrub your enemies, create echoes of Benzal. They order your details. You want to hear it? No? Aww. The more echoes you have, the more echoes we get you to version yourself, the more prepared for the vision. Let's get started!
May the flights protect
Hell
us.
yeah.
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
Show upgrades. Upgrades. Babel, hi. Hello. What's up, Babel? Yeah. Neurotic visions enable sanity restoration orb use. The orb revives all nearby allies and restores their sanity. Up to 3 sanity restoration orb can be summoned in a single vision, and the orb is summoned by any player in the party count against that limit. Okay. Whoa. 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 I think Steeled Mind is probably, like, where I want to go first. These wolves don't seem to heal.
May the waters protect you.
How many of these fucking things I got?
Until we
I got
meet again.
a few. You and wiped away all of your tears. So Chris is at Walmart, Bevel. If you see him in the deli, say hi. Tell him I said hi. Oh wait, no, he might be still doing his training, so never mind.
Is it time already?
I can enter them as many times as I would like, yes.
There is
Yes.
continue reliving these visions, champion. The more we understand the past, the better we can face the threats of the present.
You should. Venture made an amazing discovery. Analyzing memories of the time, discovered that might be able to recreate corruption effects have been wielded in the past, but in a much more controlled way. I need you to gather black blood residue from defeating the boss, so the corrupted lost areas of the map, but if you were to displace corrupted mementos. Mementos. We're doing corruptions again! He do join.
Go with the aspects.
He working at the deli. The delian. Chat, my deli is working at the deli. But when we were still... Blah. Me. Oh, God. Oh, I don't feel great. Like, I'm not kidding. I honestly, I feel sick. It is not great.
Stormwind City, a bastion of the holy light, now fallen to the void.
Not
A staging
Brathian.
ground for N'Zoth's armies. Obeying the whispers in her mind, Illyria Windrunner forces all to submit to the old god, or be purged.
Why is my hand tracker not working? There we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm not kidding, Chad. I actually do feel kind of sick. Hello, champion. I have found a way that may further assist you in the visions. Should you require it, you can call upon my assistance using this hourglass. I'll form a construct that will assist you in the vision. Hey, Lynn. How you doing? I guess a tank would be nice. Tribute to the Vision Hunter. Experimental destabilization. I might need to go lay down, chat. I really don't feel well. Oh. What did I do wrong? What did I do? Oh, I had to talk to Rathian, didn't I? Ugh. Look.
Stormwind City, a bastion of the holy light, now fallen to the void. A staging ground for N'Zoth's armies. Obeying the whispers in her
Good
mind,
night, Brute.
Illyria Windrunner forces all to submit to the old god, or be purged.
Yeah? Why don't you tell me how you really feel, Brutally? Go lay down. I'm streaming. I've only been streaming for 2 hours, apparently.
Please, save my son.
Oh, I need to keep moving before this wears out. Okay. Oh. That's concerning.
You don't have to do this. Resist! Fight back! I can't believe it. Everyone's gone insane. They're stockpiling weapons for Nazoth's armies in the Dwarven district. We have to destroy them. Set these explosives around the area. I'll get to work on the detonator. Stay safe.
Wonder how many of these I can do in one go. You just like to do the funny redeem with lots of points, so you know what? That's fair. You just woke up. Naps are good. Are they? Good night, Brute. You know what? That's also a good emote, a good redeem to do. Just make me do a silly little dance.
You're causing quite a ruckus. Time to die.
Let's restore some sanity, shall we? There we go. Newest cyberpunk supplement is adding pharmaceuticals. Ooh. Maybe it'll be halfway as complex as 2020 then. We're still kind of frustrated at the lack of weapon diversity in Cyberpunk Red. I'll be completely honest. It makes it very hard to teach, because if you want somebody's, like, if somebody wants to use a 6-shooter, like, the default pistol, I mean, it's not a 6-shooter. You kind of need to... They should have just honestly given a weapon crafting mechanic instead of a, instead of just generic guns. They should have just had a weapon crafting mechanic. That should have been what they do. Kind of like the hit new tabletop game, from Tailweaver Studios, or whatever we're calling it. It's sassy. Am I doing it right, Lennon? Right, am I shilling correctly? Red changes a lot of things for the better in Cyberpunk, but it also very much drops the ball in so many other ways.
That's all of them. Detonate the explosives and let's get out of here.
So, you like to play with explosives, do you? Then let's play!
Look out!
You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, it's Deep Forge.
This one. Refuse as burns.
Go on ahead. I'll destroy the forge to ensure it never makes another weapon for Nazoth.
You missed it. Aw. This is the problem with generic weapon system. People like complicated gribbles. Exactly. So there's the fun part about Sassy, where with Sassy, your weapon's magazine size, damage done, everything is is something that you get to decide. If you want...
Valera escaped. Find her. I want her dead before day's end.
Oh.
We kill them, take the keys, and then we kill Shaw.
You think you have stream delay? You might. We've been having some technical issues, apparently. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Oh, right. So in, Sassy, for example, if you want to make a gun, it's a 6-shooter, that shoots, that does a lot of damage, but maybe takes a long time to shoot, like a single-action revolver, you can easily make that without, you know, just having to go, oh, it's a pistol. It only does this many. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of standardization in firearms in real life where you'll have, like, oh, like, generally...
Got the key. This thing is what drove Shaw mad.
Where am I going now? It can be as complicated or as simple as you like. Exactly. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm confused. I will be completely honest with you, chat. I am extremely confused. I'm just doing this because Nova wanted to do it and was already partway through it. I really don't know what's going on. My sanity's low. It's probably not great, but I know I need to kill Ilaria to get out.
You can't hide from me! Run! Damn you, sanguine!
Make a good Samaritan with a chain feed? Wait, what? Huh? Point being, Sassy is very good, and the only reason we're not streaming games of it right now is because we're still in testing. And before we can get into proper testing, we need to
The keys need to be used at the same time. You take one now, it's just us and Shaw. Let's finish this.
N'Zoth grants me sight.
And I'm dead.
I see everything.
Critical corruption levels detected.
Okay.
Initiating evacuation protocol.
So going for two bosses was probably not the smartest idea.
Visions for longer than before. Each excursion prepares you for the horrors of Nyalotha.
Okay. Oh. So I think that might be a bug, chat. It looks like Sora Dormy kept fighting while we were dead and wound up killing. Okay. Well then. We need to refine our rules document and secure funding. Exactly, but refining the rules document will lead to funding, I imagine. Can you make an orbital re-entry greatsword? I mean, I imagine there's nothing stopping you from doing that. I mean, how would you define an orbital re-entry greatsword? I'm actually asking. How would you define that?
I have lived to see them return. The Isles have awakened.
Like, I'm actually curious. Like, okay, I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting very dizzy. I'm going to make the call here and close out. But like, first I want to know what is an orbital re-entry greatsword? I mean, is it an existing thing I can look on? Like an orbital re-entry. Oh, he's talking about a rod from God. Lennon, he's talking about a rod from God. It's a theoretical weapon that is a tungsten rod, a very dense tungsten rod, dropped on a location from satellite where terminal velocity of tungsten would cause enough kinetic force to basically equate to a nuclear bomb. So a great sword that is a rod from God, that would either be a weapon where you need to jump really high and come down, or it would have to be a ranged weapon where you're summoning a tungsten greatsword from orbit. Yeah. It's just orbital artillery targeting. The specific thing. Okay. I mean, if you wanted to do it where it's a greatsword that you're holding, and you're just jumping really high and doing a jump attack, then we could very much make a tag like called aerial, where this weapon is balanced for aerial attacks. If you perform a jumping attack with this one, increase the damage done by an amount equal to every 10 feet fallen. So, for example, if you were to drop, say, 30 feet, you would increase the damage dice by 3. As an idea, that would be one thing that you could do. You could do that, but it'd be expensive. Yeah, especially if it's adding, like... But to be fair, they're still taking fall damage when they do that. You know what I mean? If they're holding on to this thing, and they're jumping really high, like, say, 100 feet in the air, and dropping down, they're still taking fall damage. So what we need to do, Lennon, is we need to, 1, make sure that we don't add anything that negates fall damage. Like, or at the very least, maybe make a tag on this thing. It's like, any effects that reduce or negate fall damage, reduce or negate the damage equal to the amount of falling distance negated by that effect. Like, something like that. We should have them put rocket thrusters on weapons, yeah. Just put the tag on the aerial weapon, or it's just like if you do slow fall or something, because the main thing behind the dropping the weapon and doing the aerial attack is the weight and coming down, the velocity. A fall arresting system would, by definition, lower your velocity. Okay, chat. I do not know what we're going to be playing this week. I really don't. But we're going to be trying to avoid Oblivion, definitely, and what Microsoft games we can. I'm imagining we're probably going to be playing some Helldivers. We might bring back Ultra Kill if Nova's feeling up to it. I want to get a group for Repo. Because I haven't had a chance to play Repo yet. Liv and Nova have, but I have not. If Default Negation is Featherfall, they'd be too slow. Yeah, exactly. We'll see what we wind up playing. There's a few that I want to play, but a lot of them are multiplayer, because of course they are. Boomer Shooter Week begins next week. We are going to raid out. We are going to go ahead and raid Gas. Honestly, we might just play some WoW tomorrow if we want to do the horrific visions. Entirely depends. I'm going to go lay down now. I am a really sickly feeling dragon right now. So, have a good one, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. And be good, okay? Bye.